Welcome. In this video, I'm just going to put by a few thoughts that I'm having, and I was thinking about the flower, and I'm going to give the flower number 10. Okay, now what kind of flower would it be? Would it be two singles of 5 and 5, or a whole flower that gives you 10? The Roadrunner is number 12. Number 8 is the Rocket, or Maurice Richard. What I am doing right now, the bird is 19. Why? Because it's 6'5", and it connects to both worlds. 1 after 5 is 6, and 1 at the beginning. The 1 goes inside 5 and becomes 2 6. The 5 is the first one in 6. Do you know why? Because 6 and 5 have 4 corners the same. Only the heart is different, so it double ups. It connects 6 with 1. It becomes 7. The Montreal Canadiens, 24 Stanley Cups, rings, and everything has to do with how this world was run and how the numbers work. They were the greatest in hockey, therefore they have to get that number. If you want to know what's great in the sky, ask Wayne, 99. If you want to know what's better than the rest, ask number 66. If you want to know who Crosby is that number 87. You want to know Bobby Orr on every corner? He's playing defense on every corner. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'll find Bobby Orr. That's 55 minus 6, 49. 7 times 7, and then you get Phil Esposito. Tony Esposito, Phil Esposito, Ken Dryden. The Philadelphia Hackers of 1972, winning Stanley Cups, and I'm not quite sure, 72, 74, 75, I don't know, plus the Islanders. All this is in the greater picture. What I'd like to get to right now is show you how 6 and 9 work. This is 6 and 9. Here's number 9 here. Here's number 6 here. It becomes the percentage key, which means 5 is equal to the percentage of 6 and 9. You've seen what 5 does. 5 goes like this. It goes through here, and it goes down here. It goes through here, down here, and through here. It hits all 3 worlds. Okay? 5 and 5. The I. But if you take a look, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the 8 card. See how the candles light? 1, 2, 3 lights. If this was lying flat down, all these candles would be lit from one light. You place the 9 card on top of this, and the 9 card this, 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 and this. The 9 turns into the 5 card. In the 5 card, the only thing you're going to have left is the center dot inside the 9. And then you'll have the 9 positions. 1 going over here, 1 going over here, 1 going over here, 1 going over here, 1 going over here. 2, 4, 5 inside the 9 with 4 inside the 8. The 8 and 9 card playing together is number 89. 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. The other thing I was going to bring up, now I know this is a little bit all over the place. You ever see what Mercedes looks like? You ever see what Rubik's Cube looks like? You spin 4, you leave 2. You ever put 2 circles over each other? Can you see they're 2 eye to eye or 2 nuts? Did you know that if you drew something on an angle, okay, as to say like this, and you put it on this angle, this shows up in roulette. But the leg on this side, do you see this leg here? And the leg on that side is not the same. You see the way the ace is tilted over, but the 4 is pointed towards the center of the building? You see what the 4 does? See the back side of the Twin Towers, how everything was formatted, but look into the center. This is the roof that joins the 2 sides. You can make this further apart. This is 5772. This is the year of 2012. Do you see the Moses parting of the waters? The same thing basically happens in 3757. I can make the same design. The year 0 of the year 2000, 6 months and 9 months. The cat usually is 6-month-old, and then within 9 months she has her first child. 15 months. We are now 14 years, okay, plus 10 months. 14 years plus 10 months, that is bar mitzvah. 15 is the egg. Next year is the year of the egg, okay? But in this calendar year, it is the year of the egg. 5775, one of the reasons, okay, One of the reasons that 7 is everything is because 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 2, 4 and 6, 3 and 7. Your H and your I, once these connect in here. The H is the above and below, create your I, and you're on each end over here. 2 sides. So this is what's going to give you your 3, and 3 is 6. Here's the 3 in the center. What goes in the center here is 9, 1, and 5. It's low shoe. 9, 1, and 5, 4, 3, and 8. Over here becomes 2, 7, and 6. That's what makes your low shoe over here. Okay, so we showed you how we got the short arm. This is the rodent coil. Do we offset the boxes by putting them this way and overlap in every corner, making sure every corner covers? And then we'll be making little boxes on paper to show you how they work. Every one is a little cube in its own. Every cube has 9 to a face by 9 is 81 times 6 sides is 486. Is that right? 9 times 9 is 81 times 6 is 486. 4 times 8 is 32 times 6 is 192. Is that correct? 1, 2, and 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. 8 minus 1, 8 plus 1. The reason I said that is because 7 plus 0. 9 minus 2 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 9 plus 7 is 7. So that's how 2 becomes in 7. What is the next thing I wanted to say? Inside of Danka, okay, is 4, like DNA. 2 A's is 1 and 1. K is in the A family. This is in the E family. So this says the dean or the teacher. 5 East, all I wrote is SE, Southeast, right? But I turned it into 5 East because the S and the 5 come together. So what I was talking about next is, maybe I'm going to use this over here. On this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You take 3 numbers, 9, 5, and 1, and put it in here. That means 9, 5, and 1 cannot play here, and 9, 5, and 1 cannot play here, leaving this one with 6, leaving this one with 6, leaving this one with 6, 6, 6, 6. But this one, right, plays from the 9. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and D, E, F, G, H, I, 7, 8, 9. And in the piano, H and I become A and B because 1, 2, and 3 levels over here on the top are not being played, but they're playing from over here. See the barnyard? See this? This is the roulette wheel. This is the way the roulette wheel goes. Here's your 34 in your DC world between the king, queen under the QT. 23 and 14 is 37, 37, 34. 71, the gateway. I'm not sure if I came by. I'm not sure if I explained myself. Did I show you why? I'm going to show you something. One of the reasons the E has a short arm is because on this design here, this is to go out 2 to reach here. This is already out. It goes 1. This goes 2. And if you take a look on this, right, and turn it this way, right, I can design you a building from that. Those diamonds create building tops on angles. I showed you this design already. I showed you the way A on its right angle could be created into the E or the F if it's a right angle. Okay, you see the way the A is a straight leg? See the way the A4 comes? But the other A is right here. Between here, here, and the third one is over here. See this one over here? See the 1 and the 1 that comes together, created with the W, that ends up to make your M? Now, I'm not going very far with this, but I can tell you I saw the most amazing, amazing design over number 88. Everybody knows 80? 80? Well, in French, it's 80, and what it says is 420s, because every time you have a circle, right, every circle gets to be the same, has to have the same value. So I'm 20, so every circle has to have 20. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. Then the circle in the middle that gets 25 from each gives you to 100, 180 degrees, and you got everything of who you are. Basically like this. This will actually do Brazil. This will do Mercedes. This is where you get the I because inside of here. Now, if you start marking it, inside here, like I said, is 951. Here's your four corners. But this is the one eye. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they're on top of each other. It might be what the elephant stand is all about. How the elephant stand that he puts his leg on. I'm not sure. I'm a little here and there looking at things. The birth and death. Did you ever really look at this? The birth and death is all in the same thing. When you see the birth, it's a dot. Well, E and A equals O. So you have dot, you have Doth, you have Seth. DOT is 4-6 Zion Israel. Transformation in the heavens split between two. This, okay, is the same thing as showing you this. You have no choice. When it comes to the square paper and designing, you have no choice. Separate and continue. See how big it has to get and what happens during the separation. Paint. I was thinking of the paintbrush. When I make the line, you either put a dot, a dash, or a line. A, B, or A, B, C. The last thing I wanted to go back in Mercedes is it shows 79, 97. 9 by 7 is 63 and 16. 6 and 3, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is the AC power. 7 and 9 is 16. 7 times 9 is 63. This becomes 18 and 9. This becomes 7 and 6. This becomes the DC power. This becomes the light. This becomes 1 and 6 becomes 7 and 6. 1 times 1 plus. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 and 7 is 16. 6 and 3, 1 and 3. They both have life within. 1 doesn't play alone. 1 and 5 switch with each other. 1 and 5 switch with each other just like these 3 do. 1, 3, 5 is all basically the same thing because 3 and 1 are all inside 5, in which 4 is the actuality with 1 that creates the 5 to exist, which is 2 angles of 2. So 5 ends up, and then you get the letter F. And that's the real reason for the letter F, because 1, 3, and 5 says ace. And it ends up, did you follow why? Because 1 has only 1 dot, and that 1 dot is nothing and nowhere. It's only a hole. If you don't put the hole somewhere, it has no value. Or it's only the one spirit, or it's only the one soul, but it has its direct value. So 1 and 3 is the AC power. A, C, and F. A, C, and F, 1, 3, and 6. Those are the field goals, 613 laws of Moses, 365, 248, 1, 3, 6, playing football, 6 for a touchdown, 1 for an extra point, 3 for a field goal. F, G, T, D, T, D, right? 10, zis. 10, zis, T, D. When you get 10, you get 7 again. 2 parts. The way you get 7 is with a 1 and a 0. The 0 equals 7. 7 over 0 is your touchdown. The 1 plus the 6 is the equality of how you got the totality of the 7. Because it's ABC, nothing exists until ABC on 6, on 7, on 8. 6 and 1, 6 and 2, 6 and 3. You got all 9. Everything's fine. Raphael, 7286. In a constellation of Pegasus, I got to go back to the wall. That wall over there. Try to get that wall done. Whoa. Whoa, like wow. Be well, play it safe. Everybody be kind. Thank you.